Ask Lou is sponsored by Train. Train keeps you warm in the winter and cool when it's hot. Year in, year out, using less energy. It heats, cools, and cleans the air efficiently because with a Train home, everything is just right.
Hi Lou, I'm Julie from Chicago. I live in a brick 2-flat, and I'm wondering how we fix windows that leak water every time it rains or snows, but no one can seem to find the leak in the brick.
Well, Julie, we need to make that window leak on a clear day. What I want you to do is get some help from a friend to go on the inside of this window, and then you on the outside with a garden hose. Kind of set it to lightly spray the window and start spraying down the window from side to side, starting at the bottom to try and make the window leak. You see, it's either coming in from where the window meets the framing of the house, you know, where it connects to the siding or the brick, or it's leaking where the sash goes up and down or slides side to side on the actual weather stripping. Once you determine where the water's coming in, then you know how to fix the problem. It's either going to be new caulking around the perimeter of that window, or it may need new balancers. That's the thing that holds the window sashes in place inside the frame. But the key thing, make it leak first so you can stop the leak forever. Here's a question from Jody. We have a 13-year-old home on the top of a hill in the country. In sub-zero weather, frost forms in the corners and the top of the poured basement walls. We have the heat vents open and the fans going to move the air around. The fill dirt leaves 1.5 to 3 feet of the wall exposed. What can we do to solve this problem? Well, Jody, what you want to do is insulate the exterior portion of that foundation wall that you said is sticking up out of the ground. You know, that 1.5 to 3 feet? Put some rigid insulation against that wall. Move some of the dirt where the foundation goes into the ground, and then put either a foam board or a polyisocyanurate. That's a big word. They call it iso board. It's a very dense, rigid insulation. Comes in different thicknesses. You want something that's probably at least 1 inch thick. Mechanically fasten it to the foundation wall, and then figure out how you want to finish it. Maybe a stucco or even siding so that aesthetically it looks nice. But by insulating that foundation wall, you won't have any of those frost issues you currently have. Here's an email from Susan. My mother has a closet on the northeast corner of the house. Both walls are outside walls, and the east wall has 2 glass block windows that decorate the front. The problem is every winter, condensation forms on the walls and ceiling, getting everything wet and forming mildew. How can we fix this? Susan, this is actually a common problem with this kind of setup. Now, here's the issue. You need some airflow. With that glass block in that cold closet and the door closed, I'm sure, you get that heat build up, moisture hitting the back of the glass. Here's your mildew and wetness problem. Open up the door and allow some of the airflow from the rest of the home get in there and raise the ambient temperature of the closet. Now, I realize it might be a little drafty in the rest of the home, but once you give it a little bit of time, it'll all blend in, and the problem that your mother's having in this closet will be a thing of the past. Carol from Iowa writes, I bought a beautiful little brass lamp at an estate sale. The problem is the cord is only 24 inches long. I can cut the outlet end off an extension cord to wire into the lamp. How do I utilize Scotch locks properly to attach one cord to another? Well, Carol, I'm not a big fan of splicing extension cords together on lamps. It's really a fire hazard, and it's nothing but problems. Now, that socket that you have in the lamp, the old one, it actually comes apart. And when you do that, the guts of the socket come out, and you'll see these terminals that are there. That's how you rewire a lamp. And so the new extension cord, or the new lamp cord you can get at the hardware store, feeds through the lamp, you tie the terminals there, put it all back together, and you can make that cord as long as you want. That's the right way to do it. That way the lamp works well, and you have no fire hazard to worry about.
For more information, check out our website at HouseSmartsTV.com.